Well, I don't know how to begin this one. Teen accused of dumping a dead baby in the hospital trash in the bathroom is arrested for murder in front of her hysterical mother. It's Carol and Stacy. Carol filling in for Tony this week. We've both been talking before we started recording about this case. I watched the body cam footage and the body cam footage was from police because this story is just horrific. It's awful. It's just awful.
There's a lot of questions with this as well. And I don't want to see the body cam footage because it really does bother me, this whole thing.
Yeah.
But, okay, go ahead and start this story. Then I'm going to jump in with a couple questions because there's
Absolutely.
a lot of them.
So basically, the summary of it is a newly released security footage shows Alexee Trevizo running into a New Mexico hospital bathroom. She ended up giving birth to a baby in the bathroom in January. Hospital staff went in to clean up the bathroom, which I guess had feces and blood all over the place. And the hospital janitorial person picked up the trash bag after throwing all the hazardous stuff in there and went, "Whoa, this is heavy," and realized that there was a baby in the trash. So we're not talking about like a 2-month-old. We're talking about a full-term 9-month-old baby. Well, not 9 months old, but to term. The body cam footage shows workers detailing their discovery of the gruesome crime scene. She is 19 years old. She's been charged with first-degree murder or abusing a child resulting in death and tampering with evidence. Just looking ahead to parts of this story, it says that her attorney is arguing against a murder charge, claiming that it was not a typical case of child abuse and highlighted his client's lack of a criminal record. One of the things that I saw on the footage from the police officer was that she said the baby was born dead and it wasn't crying. Well, they did do an autopsy on this child. I believe they did some sort of a scan. There was air in the lungs, so it indicated it was a live birth, that the baby was breathing.
But she was in a hospital.
Right.
That's what I don't get. She was in a hospital and say, let's go with that she didn't know she was pregnant. Maybe she didn't. We've all heard those stories. I think there was a show on TLC or something like, whoops, I just had a baby.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the name of it, but there is some show about people who didn't know they were pregnant. So let's even go with that. So you go to the hospital because you're having horrific cramps. You probably would be like, I got to go get this checked out. They get so bad that you go to the bathroom for whatever reason. They would have a call button. You could scream. You could something. So she knew she was having a baby.
I would think so, because you're going to know things are happening down there.
And then something came out. It's like, shit, I just had a baby.
Exactly.
And so what? There is no thought process there because she just thought, I have to get rid of it. I have to get rid of it. But she's in a hospital. The baby could have been saved. She could have walked out of that hospital. We were talking about this just this week in another episode. I don't know for sure in her state, but you could have left the baby there, or you could have immediately said, I want to give this baby up for adoption. And she could have given the baby up for adoption and gone about her life.
Absolutely. She had a ton of resources at her fingertips right there. Granted, she's 19, she panicked, put the baby in a trash bag, and the doctors, I believe 2 doctors that I saw in the interview said that they tried to resuscitate and it was just, baby was gone. Absolutely gone, and there was nothing they could do. But it's a case of, she had to have known. She said something to her mom to the effect of, she's never had sex. It's like, girl,
you had sex.
You did.
Either that or we need to call in a priest because something is really messed up here.
Absolutely. And her attorney is going to challenge the autopsy results. I'm just reading ahead here a little bit. She's a great student. She has an impressive academic record, a GPA of 3.86. She's already committed to attending New Mexico State University. Well, that ain't gonna freaking happen. So the attorney is saying, she's got a clean background. This was just somebody who panicked. I get that, but at 19, I would hope if you are about ready to head to college, you've got an idea of the difference between life and death and a baby and a pile of poop. I mean, you have to know the difference, right?
Well, she had to have known she was going to get caught.
Right?
Like, you just went into the bathroom and you're bleeding everywhere. There's blood all over the bathroom. It makes me think that maybe she had some sort of mental breakdown.
It's possible. And I'm surprised that they're not looking into that as some sort of a defense.
Because I don't think the defense is, hey, her GPA is great.
Right? That's not a
she's
defense.
A smart
She's a
girl.
So is Ted Bundy.
Good point.
I just, it's sad to me. And I don't know what's going to happen with her. I feel bad. Yeah, she was probably scared shitless. Her mom didn't know that she had been pregnant. Maybe she knew and was hiding it.
Or maybe
but there's things that you can do.
Doesn't know, but it's hard for me to, even the GPA part. She's got this high GPA. Is she mentally not right then? Like, she's a very smart person. The lawyer's pointing that out, but she never once could have thought this is a pregnancy, or even when she was actually birthing the baby. Like, This is scary.
Yeah, what are you thinking, girl? It's just a frightening case, and I would hope that somebody in her life, somewhere, if it's not her mom, I would hope that she has somebody in her life that she could have said something to, like, I need help. I'm pregnant. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to tell my mom. Or even, like you said, at the hospital, grab a nurse, hit the call button, hit the string next to the toilet, because there is one, and say, I have a problem here. Can somebody just help me, please?
Because she might not have known she was pregnant, because I have heard of those cases.
It's very possible.
I know one of my friend's daughters just had a baby, and she didn't know she was pregnant until her 3rd trimester.
Holy crap.
Yeah. And there's pictures of her. She doesn't look pregnant. And she had a healthy baby. The baby's super loved, and she's so excited about it. But, so it ended up having a very happy ending. But this is just so tragic, when she could have just called for help, gotten the baby help. There would be no charges against her.
Yeah, baby could have gone to some family that wanted to adopt.
Now, maybe there might have been, no, I don't think, because even if the baby wouldn't have made it, you would have the, I didn't know I was pregnant. And how can you charge someone if they don't know they're pregnant?
Hey, the human body is a strange organism, and it's very possible she had no idea. So,
or in denial, a combination of those two.
Absolutely. But her life is forever changed. It says that she was an outstanding student. She was on the cheer team and a choir member. Maybe she can start a choir in prison. I guess we'll find out.
This is the Hidden Killers Podcast.
Want more? Start binging on all of our true crime podcasts right now through Apple Podcasts, and get an ad-free experience when you sign up to be a True Crime Today Premium Plus member, exclusively on Apple Podcasts.
More of the Hidden Killers Podcast, dropping soon.
Press subscribe now.